Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? Is it time to do the peepee dance? Do the peepee dance. No, it is exciting. Gold and silver has consistently been moving upwards. There's a little bit of a pullback today with cryptocurrencies. What does it mean? Let's take a look at the overall markets real quick like. But before we continue, you guys know, hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not a subscriber, please do so. Because when you do, it helps out the channel. And I surely do appreciate it. And oh boy, howdy. I warned you that prices are going to start going up. If you have not bought your gold and silver yet, don't procrastinate any longer. They are starting to head in the right direction as people are becoming savvy about what's really going to happen to our economy. Gold and silver, not paper gold and silver, physical gold and silver. Buy it, hold it, own it. And when you go to make that purchase, go check out our friends over at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. If you are a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and get a free half ounce of silver. Taking a look at cryptos, ouchie baba. Talk about pulling back just a little. Look at that, down $3,441 for Bitcoin, but still above the $40,000 level. Again, when you watch the white coffee, you'll see dips like this as long as it continues to move up. All this means is this is a new low if it rebounds from here. Ethereum below 3,000, sitting at $2,875. XRP's at 77 cents. Cardano's at $1.01. Solana is at 93 cents. Dogecoin's just below 14 cents at 13.8. Polkadot's at $18.09. Shiba 4028. Talk about a drop. That's unusual for Shiba to drop so many points, which is about 3, but still hangs around the 4028. There's a ton of news coming out. More and more different crypto exchanges are now bringing aboard Shiba. So that's great news with Shiba. That's great news for Shiba. You look at the 52-week average, and you know, for the most part, the main ones are still slightly below, if not at the halfway level. I still anticipate cryptos to make their run. So everybody is keeping a close eye on cryptos over the next couple of weeks. Saitama, 7018, but climbing. Had a huge spike earlier. Not sure what's going on. Well, actually, I do know what's going on. But we'll cover that here in just a moment. 7018. Over the last hour, it has been up 12.3%. Over the last day, it is up 0.9%. But over the last 7 days, on average, it is down 35.3%. Over the last 14, it is only down 31.7%. But over the last 30 days, on average, it is negative 50.8%. There's a huge campaign going on against Saitama. They think they know where it's coming from. Their legal team is going after them because these people are targeting the developers of Saitama. So I'm not sure whose Wheaties they pissed in, but whoever it is, the crypto establishment is hitting them hard. I'm thinking it has something to do with the Lily coin they were talking about working with, which would be the first crypto to be used for hospitals. I'm not sure. I'm only guessing. But they definitely have the crypto establishment messing with them left and right, to the point where they're having to fight off bots, bot attacks, making it really hard for them to get their clients aboard. It doesn't discourage me. I already have my cryptos. I'm just going to hold on to it. And let's see if Saitama fights their way through. But yeah, if you go on Twitter, you can see it's people like Saitama Guru and stuff like them. These are all people who are tied to the Saitama team. And let's see what they're posting. But definitely they're under some kind of attack. Things looking good for silver. Look at how close they are to $24. We know what happens every time they get close. We'll see the smackdown. But they are at $23.86. It's nice to see silver continue to go up despite the fact. Now this is just insane looking right here. Look, every time they got around $24. So we'll see if this is any different. I don't think so. But here we are. Since the 15th, silver's at $23.12. It's now sitting at $23.86 and climbing. This has a lot to do with what's really going on in the markets. People are waking up, selling off risky stocks, and moving into what they know is true safe havens, which is gold and silver. Ah, yeah, looky here. Gold above $1,900. Keep on keeping on. That's what I'm talking about. Look at this crazy ride right here. Again, going all the way back to the 28th, when gold was at $1,784, it just keeps going up. So I said that once gold hit $1,864, it would start to take off. And yesterday it hit that $1,864. It's continuing to shoot up. Gold is looking good, $1,903. But we know what usually happens. If it's still green by tomorrow, then I'm going to feel like they've broken through the levels needed to keep from getting a smackdown. But looking good. Gold and silver, that is the move. I hope you people are running over to Money Metals and making sure to protect yourself because the market is getting smacked. And I'm talking about the S&P 500. Look at that. Dow, NASDAQ, Russell, all of them looking terrible. It's going to continue to drop. They're not going to artificially pump the markets no more. That's what quantitative easing is. And now they're getting ready to introduce interest rates. And they're talking about, instead of doing the traditional quarter interest rate hike, although they're announcing the quarter, but the rumor is they're going for the gusto, you guys. They can't kick the can down the road any longer. They just can't. And that's with everything. You got to face the music. Interest rates are going to start going up. That's the only way you can pay down the debt. Inflation. Now, America is happy to pay their debt off with cheaper money. I told you that's what they usually do. That's why they pump it out there so much. So let inflation pay for it. Don't be surprised if over a very short period of time, interest rates don't get up somewhere between 15 and 17%. I'm not saying they're going to do that all at one time, but you're going to see it get there quickly. And for those of you holding on to gold and silver, you'll be smiling. So yeah, gold and silver looking good so far. Bitcoin suffers biggest drop in 4 weeks, nearing $40,000. It says Bitcoin plummeted in late trading on Thursday below 41,000, the biggest dip since January 21st. Bitcoin was changing hands at 40,983 at the time of publication. Bitcoin was a victim to a major de-risque environment on Wall Street as investors view short-term geopolitical risk and potential overly aggressive Federal Reserve monetary tightening as a risk to all risky assets. Okay, first of all, the American media keeps trying to pump that there's something really serious going on between Russia and Ukraine. They're just lying. They're trying to provoke a war. This is what America does. Uh-oh, we're about to get in trouble for how bad we mismanage the government. Go pick on somebody. They have been bucking for a fight against Russia ever since Trump was in. They used Russia as the excuse for Trump's win. Now the truth's getting out about what really happened. But that doesn't stop them from still targeting Russia. They're still saying the same thing. And it's not just here. You have the Canadian truckers protest happening, and their media is saying it's being funded by Russia. So you can tell the powers of the world seem to be zeroing in on Russia for some reason, but that does affect all of our investments. Bitcoin is down 6.6% on the day after a roller coaster week of trading. The largest cryptocurrency by market cap posted the strongest gains in weeks on Wednesday before the Thursday skid. Other popular cryptocurrencies, including Ethereum and Solana, posted losses both near 7%. So what they're trying to see, you can see right here, look at markets are currently weighing growing tensions in Europe as Russia continues its standoff with Ukraine. Even though both Russia and Ukraine reported that Russia has been pulling back. No. You see this kind of hype in the news? This is like that there's weapons of mass destruction bullshit line. They knew there was no weapons of mass destruction. It's all about making sure governments stay in line with the New World Order movement. And if you step out of line, there are repercussions. Here you go, Feds to raise rates by 25 points in March, but calls for 50 grow louder. Well, they ain't coming from us, but trust me, the Feds love it. Look, they prefer the inflation, man. They do. That's paying off debt with cheaper money. And get ready, here we go. The U.S. Federal Reserve will kick off its tightening cycle in March with 25 base points Interest rate raise. A Reuters poll of economists found by a growing minority says it will opt for a more aggressive half-point move to tamp down inflation. While inflation is rising across the globe, it is particularly hot in the United States, hitting a 40-year high last month. This is putting pressure on the Fed to not only raise interest rates from a record low, but also a reduction in its nearly $9 trillion balance sheets, drastically inflated by emergency bond purchases as the Feds resuscitate the economy with the RONA pandemic damage. Yeah, no, it's already damaged long before that. So you can see right here, look at the economists around the world are saying, no, you can't do a quarter point. It has to be a half point, and it's going to have to be aggressive. The interest rates being raised. So yeah, the economists are asking for a 0.5% interest rate, and the Feds are talking about just doing 25. Like I said, they'd rather pay off their debt with cheaper money. As long as the purchasing power of the dollar goes down, it is a cheaper dollar. You heard me talk about that when it came to Iraq, when they devalued their dollar. Well, there's a benefit to that. You're paying off the debt with the cheaper dollar, but it also affects the poor disproportionately. Curious to see where everything is going to be when they do raise that rate and tapering starts down. We're going to see how the markets respond. And congratulations to all you cryptocurrencies. Welcome to the real world. We're going to see exactly how cryptos respond in a true economic crisis. So before it really gets out of hand, I think you should be thinking about going over there and picking up your gold and silver. For you people got your 401ks, your IRAs, go take a look. Because as much as the market's dropping, it has been dropping, what they're not telling you is the numbers that you see reflecting like the Dow and like the S&P 500, the numbers that they have there, that's for the top performing stocks. That doesn't talk about all the rest, which have a big chunk of S&Ps has lost already over 50% of their value. So go take a peeky poo at your 401k, and then I want you to reflect back to the time when I said you guys should be thinking about moving some of that investment into gold and silver just to protect yourself. Gold and silver is going up, stock market is going down, Bitcoin is going down, cryptocurrencies are going down. I'm still holding out on a little hope with cryptocurrencies that somehow, some way they will fight through and be like gold and silver. I think there's a need for cryptocurrencies as long as the government cannot manipulate it or control it. So having said that, I'm grateful that I'm still in gold and silver and I did not panic. Keep in mind, your investment into gold and silver isn't just about the money. It retains its purchasing power. It's a great hedge against inflation. But more than that, you have bartering power. Anyways, that's it for now. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later. I'm out.